Hello everyone, welcome to your mathematics class. In our previous class, we understood how we can read a bar graph and we did few questions of exercise 9.3. Today let's understand how we can plot a bar graph on graph paper. And we will solve questions of exercise 9.4. For question number 1, this is the data which is given to us and they are saying a survey of 120 school students was done to find which activity they prefer to do in their free time. And this is the table given for the number of students liking playing, reading storybooks, watching TV, listening to music and painting. And you are asked to draw a bar graph to illustrate the above data taking a scale of 1 unit length equal to 5 students. So scale is already given to you, that is 1 unit length equal to 5 students. And you have to tell which activity is preferred by most of the students other than playing. Now firstly we all have to draw or plot a bar graph. Now this is our graph paper. For plotting a bar graph, what we are going to do? Firstly, we will be drawing x-axis and y-axis on dark green line. Anywhere you can make x-axis. So this is x-axis. And this is y-axis. Now comes the point that which data you want to represent on which axis. So I am taking number of students on y-axis and preferred activities on x-axis. So I have to mention which data I am taking on which axis. So firstly I will write preferred activity and its direction is towards x-axis and or right to the origin. This is your origin. Now for y-axis we are going to take the data of number of students. So we will mention the name of data number of students on y-axis like this. After that we will look for the scale. And the scale is already given in the question. Scale is 1 unit length equal to 5 students. So what we will do? Where is 1 unit length? After 0, you can see this is the dark line, dark green line. Here you will write 5. So between 0 and 5, this is your 1 unit length. If you are taking on x-axis, then between the first number which you will mention on dark green line and origin, the distance is 1 unit length. So we will write here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 and the last one 45. You can extend y-axis as this is the last of the graph bar. So this is how we are going to mention our data on graph paper. Now our next job is to look for the table and find out what is the first data given. So we can see here for playing 45 students are there. So in graph bar, first bar is going to be drawn till 45. So I will be drawing this bar on dark green line and the width of bar which I am taking is equal to 1 unit length. This is the bar for play. right? Next is reading storybooks, and there are 30 students who like to read storybooks. Now we will leave 1 unit length between these bars, because we know the distance between bars should be equal and the width of bars should also be equal. So we will draw them like this. This is for reading storybooks. I hope you all are understanding how you have to plot a bar graph on graph paper. Then for watching TV, there are 20 students. So third bar we will make for 20 students after leaving a gap of 1 unit length. And the width of bar is also 1 unit length. I am making these lines on dark green lines which are given on your graph paper. So this bar is for watching TV. I will mention here watching TV. The next is listening to music, and only 10 students like to listen music. This is the bar for listening music. I am writing in abbreviation LM. Last is painting, and painting is liked by 15 students. Now this is the 15 unit, so we will give the height of bar till 15. This is painting. In this way, we have plotted the given data on a graph paper and in the form of a bar graph. Now the question was, you have to tell which activity is preferred by most of the students other than playing. We can see playing is liked by most of the students, but we have to tell the activity which is other than playing liked by most of the students. So which another bar is the tallest? Leaving playing bar only. This is the bar which has the highest height among these four, or except playing. So our answer will be, we will write our answer as reading storybooks is the another activity liked by most of the students. So this is it for this question. Come to next question, question number 4. Number of persons in various age groups in a town is given in the following table. This is the table in which different age groups are given, and number of persons for that particular age group is also given. It is 2 lakh, it is 1,60,000, 1,20,000, and so on. Draw a bar graph to represent the above information and answer the following questions. Take 1 unit length equal to 20,000. Again, the scale is given in this question, but if in any question scale is not given to you, so you can take any scale of your choice. As in question number 2 and 3 of this exercise, scale is not given. You can choose any of the scale as per your choice or data. Now these two questions are your homework. I am explaining you this question, how you will plot a bar graph for this one, and you will do question number 2 and question number 3. Now this is our graph paper. Firstly, we will draw x-axis. And y-axis. we can take any data on any of the axes. I'm going to take number of persons on x-axis and age groups on y-axis. So this is the origin, and we are given with the scale of 1 unit length equal to 20,000. So it means after origin we have to mention 20 on x-axis. So this is 20, then this is 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180 and 200. Now this 200 is 2 lakh because our data is in thousands. So we will write here number of persons in thousand. We will write in thousand in bracket, which will show that unit of the data which is on x-axis is thousand. So this 20 means 20,000, this 40 means 40,000, this 60 means 60,000 and 100 means 100,000 or 1 lakh. So if we are taking number of person on x-axis, that means we are taking age groups on y-axis. Okay. So first age group is 1 to 14 and there are 2 lakh person for that particular age group. So I'll draw a bar for this age group till 2 lakh. Now you all must be wondering why I am drawing these bars horizontally. It is up to you on which axis you want to draw the bars. There is no any restriction about this. If you want to take them or draw them on x-axis, you can take data of age group on x-axis and number of persons on y-axis. So in the previous question, I explained you how to take data on x-axis and y-axis and vertical bars, how you will draw. In this one, I am telling you how horizontal bars you can draw. So this is for 200 and here we can mention. It is not necessary to mention every time inside the bar, you can write here also. So I am writing here 1 to 14. Next bar is up to 1,60,000. And this is of the age group 15 to 29. Okay. Next is 1,20,000. In the same way, we will draw our bars with equal width and equal distance. Then in the next group also there are only 1,20,000 persons, so same height bar will come, or you can say same length of bar will come because these are horizontal bars, and the age group is 45 to 59. After that, for 60 to 74 age group there are 80,000 persons. So length of bar will go till 80,000. This is the height, this is the length of 80,000 and the age group is 60 to 74. And the last one is 40,000. And we will write on y-axis that these are age groups. This is really important to mention the name of data on both the axes, like number of persons and age group, and scale also. So here I will write scale 1 unit length equal to 20,000 person. So this is the graph for question number 4. Now they are asking two questions. First is, which two age groups have same population? That means which two age groups are having same length of bar. So we can see these two bars are having same length and the age groups are 30 to 44 and 45 to 59. So how we will write our answer? We will write our answer as 30 to 44 and 45 to 59 age groups have same population. Alright. Next question is, all persons in the age group of 60 and above are called senior citizens. We call all the persons who are above the age group of 60 as senior citizens. So you have to tell how many senior citizens are there in the town. We can see in the graph that 60 to 74 and 75 and above, these are the only two age groups which are showing number of persons above the age of 60. So what we will do, for 60 to 74 population is 80,000 and for 75 and above population is 40,000. So we will write here population of 60 to 74 age group is 80,000 and next statement will be population of 75 and above age group is 40,000. So total number of senior citizens are 80,000 plus 40,000. And when you will add them, it will come 1,20,000. So total number of senior citizens are 1,20,000. So any type of question can be asked to you, as in this question we had to add two populations. It is also possible that they can ask you the difference between population of two age groups, or they can ask you that how many more persons are there in any particular age group in comparison to other one. So there are lot many questions which can be answered by observing bar graph. So this is how we are going to plot our bar graphs. Now do question number 2 and 3 yourself. By this we finish our chapter number 9. Thank you.